Most people, when they think about how long a kitchen renovation takes, think about the fitting, the week or two of cabinets getting installed. But the fitting is actually one of the shorter parts of the whole process. So in this video, I want to walk you through the full picture, phase by phase, so you can go into your renovation with a realistic sense of what to expect. And try to give you an answer to how long is a piece of string. Phase 1. Design and decision making. This is the phase that surprises a lot of people because there's a version of this phase that takes 3 or 4 weeks, and there's a version that takes 6 months. And the difference usually comes down to how quickly you can make decisions and who you're working with. If you're going through a kitchen showroom, the design process typically involves an initial consultation, a design presentation, and then a round of revisions. Sometimes more than one round. The showroom will work to their own schedule, and there are often queues for designer time, particularly with the more popular companies, and each revision cycle can add another week or two to the process. I've seen clients go through 4 or 5 design iterations before signing off, which is completely fine, but it does add up time. In fact, my all-time record is 14 revisions. This was probably about 10 years ago now, but man, they could not make their mind up. Add to that the time it takes to actually make the big decisions, the layout, the doors, the worktop material, the handles, the appliances. Each one of those feels manageable on its own. Together, they can take a long time to settle on, especially if you're not used to making those kind of decisions under a budget constraint, which is all completely understandable, but factor it in. A realistic window for design and decision making, somewhere between 4 weeks at the quick end and 3 to 4 months if you're working through revisions or finding the decisions hard to land on. Phase 2. Ordering and lead times. Once you've signed off on the design and placed your order, you're now usually waiting. And how long you're waiting depends on a few things. Who you're ordering from. A big box store might have some of the most popular styles and colors in stock and ready to pick from the warehouse in a day or two. Smaller chains or independent showrooms will likely have lead times ranging from 4 to 8 weeks. A more bespoke company, particularly one making custom painted or specialist door finishes, could be looking at 10 to 14 weeks, sometimes longer, depending on their pipeline and back catalogue of projects. What you're ordering? Standard door colors and finishes tend to have shorter lead times. Special orders, unusual colors, non-stock materials, and custom sizes add some time. Appliances are generally a bit quicker because they're more commoditized, but popular models do go on back order. And if you're specifying a particular appliance that needs to tie in with a specific cabinet configuration, you want to confirm availability before you commit to the final cabinet order. And when you're ordering, post summer and post Christmas, sometimes when everyone decides to start their renovation, lead times tend to stretch. A sensible planning assumption: 4 to 8 weeks from order to delivery, with a buffer of a few weeks on top if you're ordering anything non-standard. If you're lucky and it's a popular item held in stock in lots of places, this can be as quick as a few days, but don't count on it. Phase 3. Prep work and other trades. This is the phase that can cause the most delays in practice because it involves coordinating multiple different people who aren't necessarily talking to each other. Before a kitchen can go in, you may need to deal with some or all of the following. Electrics: if you're adding new circuits for a new oven, an island with sockets, an extractor that needs its own spur, that all needs to happen before the kitchen goes in. An electrician at first fix will run cables to where they need to be and leave them ready for the fitter to position the units around. They'll come back at second fix once the kitchen is in to wire up sockets, switches, and any hardwired appliances. And don't forget your lighting. Now is the time to get that new lighting scheme all thought through, wired up, and ready. Plumbing: Similar story if you're moving the sink or adding a boiling water tap or relocating the dishwasher, a plumber needs to do the first fix work before anything else goes in. Any gas work, moving a gas supply for a range cooker, for example, needs to be carried out by a gas safe registered engineer. That's not optional. Plastering, if the room is being stripped back or if there's damage to the walls, you may need a plasterer in before the kitchen fitter arrives. And plaster needs time to properly dry before you can tile over it. A plaster skim typically needs at least a week, sometimes two, depending on the conditions. And structural work, if you're knocking through a wall, removing a chimney breast, or anything structural, that needs to be done and signed off well in advance of the kitchen arriving. And the challenge here is the coordination of all of this. Each trade has their own schedule, and getting them all lined up in the right order with the right gaps between them is generally one of the harder parts of managing a renovation. If you're not using a project manager or a main contractor, this coordination falls to you. So factor in at least 2 to 4 weeks for prep and other trades, and more if structural work is involved. If it's something like a major extension, get a timeline from the main construction works so you can get a better sense of timescales and plan on top of that accordingly. Phase 4, the fit. As I said at the start, this is the bit that most people picture when they think about kitchen renovations. And in some ways, it's the most satisfying phase because progress seems to be visible every single day. Now, how long it takes depends on a few things: kitchen size and complexity. A straightforward galley kitchen with no island, standard wall units, and a basic layout might be fitted in 2 to 3 days by an experienced fitter. A larger L-shaped or U-shaped kitchen with an island, tall units, built-in appliances, and more complex detailing is more likely to be a week to 10 days. Your worktop material, and this one can catch people off guard a little bit. Laminate or timber worktops can often be cut and fitted on site, so they don't add any lag to the schedule. Solid surface worktops, quartz, natural stones, porcelain, anything like that, cannot be templated until the units are in place. So once the fitter has built the carcasses and put them in position, the worktop company comes to template. They take those measurements, then the slab will get fabricated to your kitchen's exact specification. Cutting, edging, any sink cutouts, hob cutouts. Once that's all finished, it then comes back out for installation. That fabrication window is typically 1 to 2 weeks, usually closer to 2 weeks, and sometimes a bit longer if the company is particularly busy. So there's this gap in the fit process. For a lot of projects, that gap while they're waiting for the worktop to be fabricated feels like not a lot is happening, and it can feel a bit frustrating. So it's definitely worth knowing about before you go into the project, so hopefully it'll stop you from feeling frustrated. Phase 5, snagging and finishing. Once the main fit is done, there's always a list of small things to sort out. A door that needs adjusting, a gap that needs filling, a tile that got chipped, a finish that doesn't quite sit right. This is normal, and it doesn't mean that the fit has gone badly. A good fitter will go through a snagging list with you at the end of the job and come back to address anything outstanding. The challenge is that this phase can drag if the fitter is immediately onto the next job and can't get back to you quickly. So I budget 1 to 2 weeks for the snagging phase, even if the actual work is only a day or two of visits. Common reasons timelines slip. One of the most common reasons a renovation takes longer than expected isn't usually the kitchen company or the fitter. It's decisions being made too late. People who aren't ready to commit to a worktop material when the fitter needs to know before ordering, or who change their mind on appliances after the units have been designed around them, or who decide mid-project that they want to extend the scope of everything. Every change usually costs time. So, how long is all of this in practice? Here's a rough, honest summary. Design and decision making, 4 weeks to 4 months. Ordering and lead times, 4 to 12 weeks. Prep work and trades, 2 to 4 weeks, assuming no major construction work is needed, like a new extension is being built. The fit itself, 1 to 4 weeks, depending on complexity and the worktop material. And snagging, 1 to 2 weeks. If you add those up, a kitchen renovation from the point you start designing to the point you're fully finished and completely snag free is rarely less than 6 months in total. For a more complex project, or one where decisions take time, or where major structural or prep work is involved, 8 to 12 months is not unusual. And I know that's probably longer than most people might expect. But going in with a realistic timeline means you're not 4 months in and thinking something has gone horribly wrong, when actually everything is perfectly on track. So come on then, how long did your kitchen renovation take from initial consultation to fully finished? Or are you in the middle of the process right now? If so, what stage are you at and how's it going? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll like this one, where I go through some helpful things to know before you start a kitchen renovation. Hopefully it will save a few headaches. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.